No win streak is safe when you're facing Ryan Mehalic, and you will see that in today's video against some of the top players in all of Hole Masters. Oh my gosh, 24 win streak from this guy. I think he's number 3 on the leaderboard as well. We got Garden, which I definitely don't like this map, so I'm gonna skip it. Koru is interesting. Okay, I'm assuming they're not gonna skip this map. I'll try Dartling and see if Dartling works. I really don't enjoy attack shooter strategies that much is the thing. I know Dartling is really strong, but on a map like this, I feel like Dartling's not gonna work out well. But who knows, maybe we can pull this off. If we could end that 24 win streak, that would be so funny. So we gotta lock in. All right, here we go. Start with Dartling, of course. And they're getting their attack and Quincy down round 1, as expected. I want to try to get Benjamin round 1, so hopefully we stole the round enough. Like, hopefully that we don't make them anti-stole, or they don't anti-stole. Let's see if I can get Ben round 1. There we go. Nice. That's big. And then they're going to send me green balloons this round, which is fine. We're going to need to get our Dartling upgraded. Wait a second. Let's move our camera there, so don't block my balloon queue. One more eco boost. I should upgrade the Dartling. Come on. There we go. Not too many leaks. And we're good. Okay. But yeah, dealing with an anti-stole and tack player is going to be really difficult on this map. I don't think, even though Dartling is like meta on most maps, I don't think Dartling is necessarily considered meta on Koru. That's why this opponent's not going it, and they're like number 3rd on the leaderboard. But we still should have a decent shot, just because I'm a much better Dartling player than a tack player. So for me, Dartling might actually be better on this map than like tack shooter, if that makes sense. That's just my thought process. Farmer balloon bot. Come on, there we go. Increase production. I probably can't go greater production. I think that'd be too greedy. I need to save up for the faster barrel spin, which can be bought in a second. There we go. Got it. Alright, they're balloon boosting at me. Second Dartling. We're good. Not the best Dartling targeting on my end, but we survived that without tower boosting, which is good. And hopefully we can start eating away at these balloons a little bit. They're going to send me yellows, which is fine. We'll tower boost these. I guess I could have used Benjamin ability against the yellows, but I was scared that they'd like balloon boost when my Dartlings were on cooldown from Ben ability. So it made more sense to me just to use tower boost there. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad tower boost. It could have been. There's the wizard, so it is tack wizard farm as expected. Okay, no surprise there. This sells for 1680, so I need 3,400 or so. Okay. Let's send some zebras their way. Alright, we forced some wizard upgrades, that's good. Alright, forced Quincy ability. Forced a tower boost as well. Okay. All good forces. Ideally, I can force more defense on their side. Let's send some white balloons. They're going for that. Alright, forced a Maelstrom. That's perfect. Okay. I'm in a good spot. I'm in a good spot after that. They got their bank up, but we made them sell for the Maelstrom and sell it again. I should go get my bank up here. Come on. There we go. I'm assuming they're going to rush me. Yep. No surprise there. We won, we won! We won! Yes! Oh my gosh, what a game! What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What the heck was that? That's how you take out a 24 win streak right there, man. I feel bad for that guy, but we had to lock in real quick. All right, next match here, we got Castle Runes. I don't want to go Dartling strategy again. I don't really know what to go though. Let's try Bonnie for a change. It's been a while since I've gotten a Bonnie loadout, you know what I'm saying? And then what strategy though with Bonnie? I mean, obviously it's going to be an eco loadout, right? That's a given. We could try Bodok Spike Factory. This seems like a weird map to go Bodok Spike Factory because there's limited water space, but I think it could still work. And it's also split path map, which is kind of bad for the Spike Factory, so maybe this is a bad Bodok Spike Factory map, but we'll make it work. All right, here we go. Funny Name's always a fun opponent to play against though. Very good at the game. We should have a nice little match here. They're starting with Cyber Quincy in an anti-stall position, okay. Interesting. So I'm assuming I'll need to stop my eco a lot to get Bonnie round 1, which is fine. We'll get Bonnie down here. I actually could have waited one more eco boost to get Bonnie down. I got Bonnie really early there, but it's okay. So it's probably going to be Tackwiz Farm once again. So we're facing Tackwiz Farm Quincy 2 matches in a row, which is interesting. I mean, this is another map, though, that Tackwiz Farm's really strong on, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Dartling definitely would be better matched up against it, though, than compared to Koru. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to go Dartling again, since I've been going Dartling in a ton of my videos recently. Let's do a little bit of a layer on them, though. We're going to send some reds and then send some blues. Maybe upgrade the minecart. Actually, let's not do that. Send a green and then some yellows on top and see if that does anything. Does this cause any leakage on my opponent? Or does Cyber Quincy help out enough defensively? A little bit of leakage. Okay, we'll do it again. While I get hot shot on my boat and get some farmer and balloon bot down. Alright, they use rapid shot there, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna do it a hard one with greens and white balloons and pink balloons on top here. This is gonna be difficult for them. I also need to use a Bonnie minecart explosion against these. Okay, and then I can get Canship up in a second. Does this do anything against them? Do I force more leaks? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep on being super annoying, I think. That's my plan here. Just be really, really annoying with these layered rushes. Now, the layered rushes can be very deadly if you're facing off against Jericho on this map. Since they have Quincy, they're going to be dealing a little bit better against them than typical. But they can still be frustrating. I forced a wizard at the bottom and fireball on it. Top of that, we forced a lot of leaks. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're down to 48. You need to be careful, brother. I mean, I'm down pretty low too, actually. Wait a second. I might need to get a second boat on my end. We can go for like a merchantman on the second boat. Would be my plan. Let's do this. Are they going to use Quincy ability, I assume? Yep. Okay. And then we'll send more after Quincy ability dies off. And see if I force a tower boost on their end. Balloon boost. There's tower boost forced. Perfect. Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, I didn't want to kill them there. That's an annoying way for the games to end. I just wanted to force the tower boost. But yeah, spike factor in this map just doesn't seem good because split path maps, it's like hard to build a spike pile anywhere that's going to be effective defensively. So that's the whole issue I'm thinking about. That's what I'm worried about, guys. All right, I'll buff you. Let's do this and force a Necromancer. They have to sell farm for it. Nice. I feel like we played that early game pretty well, mixing aggression with greed. I'm going to go for one merchantman on my own end here. We can't go for another one because if we go for another one up top, it's going to steal the Alk buff. So one's fine for me. Got to be careful though. And I do want to force more defense. For sure. We'll upgrade Bonnie one more time though. They actually go for a bank there, which is interesting. Let's send some white balloons to clear out the Necromancer pile. Actually, black balloons is better because they went for fireball at the bottom. So black balloons are going to block the fireball project. Okay, they use Quincy ability. And they got that up. I'll send more. Ideally, we can force a blade shooter at the bottom here. There we go. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that as a force. Now, another problem with my strategy on split path maps I now realized is rubber to gold's like bad here. Because rubber to gold, if I go for it at the bottom, they're gonna stop sending me eco, right? And it's just not gonna get any value. If I go for it at the top, then I mean, I get some value against the AI balloons, but I won't be able to make any money from any eco that they send me or any rushes they send me. So yeah, Bodog Spike Factory is not really made for split path maps. I don't really know why I chose it here, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can't win the game. I think a lot of the time people just see bad matchups and think that they have no chance. That's not necessarily the case a lot of the time. I just went for Monkey Pirates there, which actually might have been better just to use Bonnie ability. Or I think tower boosting there would have been really bad. But Bonnie ability probably was the correct decision there. I guess I'll just continue ecoing for now. That's probably my best bet. I don't even know if it's like worth to go for a rubber to gold just for the top path, especially when the cannon ship keeps sniping balloons up here. I mean, it's probably still worthwhile to get one up. Maybe around 19 we'll do it. I still don't have camo texture on my boat, by the way. Opponent does not know that, so I don't really have to spin the 400, but just something funny to think about. Come on, rubber to gold, please. There we go, got in time for a couple ceramics at least. Let's boat pull this MOA, because remember, you make money from boat pulling stuff now. Oh, and I also forgot, we can pop the beast using spike piles. I completely forgot about this. We'll just send it regularly now, but I need to get a good spike pile to pop the future beasts. That's always worth, I think, to spend money to pop the beast. Man, I'm rusty with this strategy, and I'm playing it on a hard map. Like, what am I doing? Alright, they're sending me a ZMG. This is gonna be interesting. I think we go for a transformation. Transforming tonic. I don't want to go all the way for a Pirate Lord here. I think Pirate Lord's an overreaction. And we'll just tower boost as well. Tower boost. Come on, pop, please. Can you pop? We have another win streak to end here. Players got 20 win streak. Now this is a guy who always goes Dartling Village Super Monkey. That's 100% their strategy here. I'm going to see if I can beat it with Druid Sub Farm. It's going to be a tough matchup, especially because we're on a late game map, which is good for their strategy. But I think it might be possible if we have some solid gameplay on my end. So let's lock in here. See if we can end 2 big win streaks in today's video. That would be ridiculous. Alright, off the start, we are going to do Druid in this location, of course. Hard Thorns, and then we want to get Oben down round 1 as well. The main things we're going to focus on in this match is anti-stolen rounds, greeting well, and forcing defense on the opponent. If we can do all 3 of those well, we have a shot. But if we fail at any part of those, then our chances of winning are going to go down a ton. But yeah, this guy goes like exclusively the same loadout. He has like 15,000 plus games, probably more than that with the strategy. They pretty much are a one-trick pony, so we need to lock in and beat their one-trick strategy. That's what needs to happen here. That's why they have a degree 6 Dartling Gunner, or prestige 6, not degree 6. What am I saying? Alright, Heart of Vengeance. Nice. When you get down to 70 lives, actually, wait, going for the Heart of Vengeance early might have been a mistake, because typically I want to go for a farm before that. Definitely not the best order of operations, but it's fine. Let's try to get down to 50 lives. Or 70 lives, rather. You know what I was trying to say. Alright, I think we're there. Let's get our first farm down. They got their Benjamin down, nicely done. Now, a bad thing is currently the rounds are getting stoled a ton. Yeah, how am I going to anti-stole with Druid? I guess maybe on first targeting it might do a decent job. Would target the brambles right here. The first couple rounds, though, got huge stoles, which is really bad for me. Typically, you want to anti-stole from the rip against the strategy, and I just kind of have already failed at that. Alright, brambles right there. Perfect. Let's keep Oben on last targeting. That might help out a little bit too. Upgrade the farm one more time. Nice. And we'll have to get Druid of Wrath on you next. In 1 eco boost we can do it. Come on, Druid of Wrath. Please, please, please. Yes, there we go. This should be able to clear out these balloons, hopefully, before things get too scary. We're chilling. We're good, we're good. And we'll keep throwing on the brambles. Okay, not bad. Opponent's gonna need another Dartling on round 6 to defend these black balloons. And I could send them yells in round 7 to force even more defense. That's sometimes a good decision. They could maybe slow down their eco a little bit too if they buy something. I think I'll do it. Just send some yellows, maybe not a ton, especially because currently there's a lot of black balloons on their screen too, so it's gonna layer. There we go, force the upgrades, perfect. I'll take that. Oh, the druid is stalling the rounds again. Like, sometimes balloons are just getting through at the very end. Dang it, maybe I should have tower boosted there to anti-stall that round. That actually could have been smart to tower boost. It's not always a bad decision, tower boosting to keep the round short. It is a tactic. One more farm. Nice. And throw out another brambles, perfect. You want to force their Hydro Rocket Pods now. They're going to go for a Benjamin ability, is my assumption. Yep, and then after the Benjamin ability dies off, they're going to go for their HRP. Right. Where is it? There it is. Nicely done. We'll save for Bank next on my end. I'm going to get a Lightning Druid up first. Perfect. I'm assuming they're going to send me some Camo Bloons to force my Submerge and support sub, which is fine. Alright, they got a village up, nicely done. Let's see if there's some camos or not. If they don't, I'd like to get the bank up this round. Okay, they haven't. Go. They went for 2 villages, actually. Okay, so very greedy. I need to punish that. Let's see what they do here. We forced Benjamin ability, that's good. Okay, we forced a village cell into 2 HRPs, that's great. That's exactly what I'm aiming for there. If we can force them to sell stuff, buy more defense, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, I need to make sure I'm anti-stalling these rounds, which is easier said than done. I think I'm going to use brambles at the top there. There we go, I think that was a good brambles usage. We'll stop at 1k eco. They still haven't forced my Submerge and support sub, which is crazy to me, but I'll take it. We've been greeting this game pretty well. I think we've played this I think we've played pretty much every part of this very well, besides the first couple rounds that got stalled out, so that was obviously a mistake on my end. But everything else, I'm happy with how this is going. Another brambles up top. There we go. Nice anti-stall. Another banana plantation. I don't think a Moab's worth, or even a fortified Moab when they have 2 HRPs. We don't want to rush against that for a while, is my thought process here. I think round 17 we need to get more defense. Probably in the form of Reactor. Which is fine. Get you up. That should keep a pretty good anti-stall, yes. And we'll target some anti-Moab brambles here. I also would like to leak this round, ideally. So we'll try to do that, if they let me, which it's appearing like he is. Oh wait, the annoying part though is I'm gonna stall the round up by leaking. So maybe leaking was actually not a good play, or at least that back group of greens, because we let the round go too long that way. Yeah, that wasn't very optimal for me. That round was long. Dang. Okay. Good thing to keep in mind for the future against eco players. It's probably not the best idea to leak there. You can get your leaks on round 24 instead. There's Camo Bloons at the start of that round, so you're not going to stall the round out while trying to leak on round 24 compared to round 18, if that makes sense. That would be the better round to do it on. Alright, sell you now. Get that up. Perfect. Collect. Oh, that was a bad time to collect, actually. Because I don't have the I'm a Flown ability yet. Do I? Come on. There we go. Got you up. Let's use the trees at the top. And I definitely will send them something on round 22. We want to rush them right away, pretty much. The first chance we get. I can't rush yet. We can rush in a second. I think a fortified ZMG. Come on, ability. And then we can send some ceramics and stuff behind this on the next couple rounds. Alright, they did not bin ability downgrade it. That's good. I was a little bit afraid they would predict it somehow. I don't know. Player does magic plays sometimes, so I felt like that was going to happen for some reason. Okay, they went for a Sun Avatar. That's fine. Let's think about this. I can send them ceramics in a second. Okay, we forced a downgrade on their side. That's good. Wait for the downgrade to die off. Let's go for a BRF on my end. We're forced a tower boost and a rocket storm. That's good. What's their plan for the ZOMG insides? Oh, they have bin ability for it. Man, I was trying to force everything before then, okay. That wasn't the best rushing on my end. I could have done that better. The timing of the ceramic rushes was a little bit off, I think. It's fine. We can get the thing on our end now. The Banana Central. Nice. That's a good buy. Use this. Brambles on you. Okay. Clean. They got their Monkey Opolis up. Nicely done. I think I'm going to send one more fortified ZMG. What's their plan against this one? Hopefully this stalls their village farming a little bit, I think. That's the plan, at least, with it. Continue our farming on my end. Another trees. They went for a second Sun Avatar. That's probably going to be enough if they use Benjamin ability with it. I think that'll be enough to defend. Alright, they stopped their eco in round 29. Okay. Continue farming here. Our farms are still pretty good for the amount I've rushed them, which I'm happy about. Yeah, they use Benjamin ability and they're fine. The good part about that, though, is I feel like they can't go for a Sun Temple with their defense. They've already gone for 3 Sun Avatars. Typically with Darling Village Super, you want to go for a Sun Temple defensively. Or at least that's how it was in the past. So I don't know how this is going to work out for them. I haven't seen the non-Sun Temple strat work well. But maybe that's what player does now. They don't get a Sun Temple up. Let's use trees back here. I should be fine against these balloons. Yeah, we're chilling. And we just start sending them now, is the plan. Spaced fortified bads is really what we're looking at. Or actually, probably not anymore for a bit. We wait, I think. We sent the first one just to slow their village farming. And now we're going to wait until I can send multiple at once. Let's accumulate some cash here first. Alright, start sending more now. Tower boost this. I don't want to die on my own end. That would be upsetting. And I don't want to go for a Superstorm yet because I need to keep these farms up as long as possible. Okay, they did actually go for a... Wait, they actually went for a Temple mid-defend, which is crazy. Maybe that works. Normally, you see people go for Temple at the very start. So maybe delaying these BDs was a bad decision. I'm not sure. I did not think you'd go for a Temple mid-defend. I feel like I may have did a mistake. Keep sending, though. Keep sending. Okay, they're starting to micro. They used their last tower boost there. Now they're saving for homeland defense. I think I lost, guys. I'm pretty sure I lost. The temple play is what caught me off guard. This sells for 40k. And I need... Yeah. We won! We won! I got bailed out. I got bailed out because they died against Camel Ceramics trying to sell for the homeland. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that matchup's even winnable, to be honest. I feel like we played that pretty dang perfect. And we definitely would have lost, don't get me wrong, if they didn't choke. Maybe we could have had a better chance. We probably would have had a better chance if I chose a Jericho, because having the steals and the adjustment stops your opponent's greeting a lot more. But for our strategy, I think we played that pretty dang perfect. It's just, that's a pretty unwinnable matchup. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Roundback out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. Oh, also, just a cool side note, we played against the number 3 and number 1 players in Whole Masters this video, and we beat them both, so that's kind of cool.